How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Jump In Travels. I'm in Morocco. I have my outfit ready to go. We're exploring 7 different cities. Let's jump right in. After landing in Marrakesh, we stayed the night in a beautiful riad within the Medina.
So if you're trying to get a currency exchange in Marrakesh, it's going to be better to come to this local spot that one of the drivers that had us in the car, he told us the locals actually come here to exchange their money because they don't charge a commission and they have a more fair exchange than the airport. So definitely don't do the airport. Come here. It's by Farouk. I hope I'm saying it right. Hotel Farouk, where you can exchange that instead.
Once we got our Moroccan dirham, we walked to a nearby market to browse for clothes to wear during our trip. The majority of the street vendors here do not have fixed prices, similar to other countries like Thailand. So be prepared to negotiate to get the best price.
A nice one.
It's like an emerald.
Touch the quality. Touch it, man. Feel it. Smell it.
So guys, we landed in Marrakesh and we're staying here for about 8 days. And we decided to rent out a car since for us, we're gonna be visiting little cities and small towns all around Morocco. And our first one is Ait Benhaddou. I hope I said it right because we've been practicing this for like 10 times how to say it.
So we really started in Marrakesh. We just stayed there for the night, but we wanted to do the car rental because we're going to be going to a couple cities and towns that are far from each other. And I mean, some of them are anywhere from 3 to 8 hours far from each other. So it's a little difficult to probably do that with bus or other types of public transportation. And I think the car rental is going to be the most convenient thing because we can work everything on our time. And supposedly, they said, I think online when we did some research, that the roads are well maintained throughout. So
that's what I'm gonna find out. If it's actually drivable to go to all these towns that we're planning to go to.
Yeah. So hopefully that'll be the case on our way as we make there.
After a 3-hour drive, we made our way to our next destination, Ait Benhaddou. So guys, this is one way to get here in Hotel Casba Tebi, or Casba Tebi Hotel, however you want to pronounce it or say it. It's basically rocks skipping over a little small river. I like to do it. It's a little fun. There's another little platform over there you could, but why not? You're here, you're gonna experience, and it's super easy to get through. This fortified village is a UNESCO World Heritage Site that's made up of an earthen clay architecture. We were greeted with some tea upon arrival, and then John hopped on a donkey to lead an army while we grabbed our luggage from the car. That was the bravest donkey I know. Once we made it back, we walked within the village to check out some of the shops and vendors inside. We bought some headscarves to dress amid the culture, especially since we'll be in the Sahara later on this trip, and also bought some souvenirs and gifts to take home. We eventually encountered a restaurant called Moussa that had an amazing view of the fortress. So fun fact about this place is that a lot of movies have been shot here, like The Mummy, Gladiator, and one of my favorites, Game of Thrones. In case you didn't know, you can spend the night here at the casba in a 3-2 room and get that 11th century experience for about $180. Keep in mind that they don't use electricity, as you can see, and everything is lit by candles instead. However, there is Wi-Fi included in the main lobby, which is where we were also offered fresh local dinner for an extra cost. Dinner included a traditional soup called harira, consists of lentils and tomatoes, followed by our main dish of chicken tagine, complemented with some bread and fruits as dessert. After dinner was served, they performed some live music and dance by one of the staff that lives on site. Now, we're gonna go to the Sahara Desert base camp. It's roughly around 6 hours away. Now, in Marrakesh, you could do the same in smaller portion camps, and it's roughly around 3 hours to get there. The reason why we're going so far away is because the dunes are much bigger than the tours. Also, from what I hear, they're very rushed, so we don't like that. We have a rented car that we could actually take our time. Our next destination was almost a 6-hour drive away to the Sahara Desert. I talk all about our night stay and activities in a separate video if you want to go check that out. After the Sahara was the city of Fes. So we arrived in Fes a little late, but our hotel is actually going to pick us up from a specific parking outside of the Medina.
Okay, hello guys, welcome to Morocco, welcome Fez.
Our primary host, Mohammed, was great at guiding us through the Medina and giving us tips as we walked along. Medina is a walled city with narrow streets that are often accompanied by many shops and restaurants. We then made it to our stay in Riad Diamant de Fes. Riads are unique stays that have a courtyard or garden in the middle, which was visible from our bedroom window. Mohammed even joked with us to yell his name through the window if we needed help. The following morning, him and his co-host served us tea and home-cooked meals for breakfast on the rooftop terrace that we couldn't even finish. Sandra and I then headed out to a Moroccan massage that was a 5-minute walk from our Riad.
So we just finished our Hammam and massage combination at Spa Laaroussa, which is at the Riad Laaroussa, if you look for it. We did the combination, which is 45 minutes for the hammam and 45 minutes for the massage. Yep. The hammam is like a Moroccan steam room bath where you're in a steam room for a little bit, they bathe you, you shower, your hair gets wet, all of it, and then you go for the massage afterwards.
Yeah, so as a heads up, if you have very sensitive skin, like if you can't tolerate heat and any of that sort, if you just got a tattoo, I don't recommend it because they scrub you really hard.
It's a good exfoliation.
Yeah.
And it felt like you're very clean afterwards. Correct. And then after the hammam, you have a little downtime that you can drink some water. They give you a couple snacks like apricots and walnuts. And then they get to the second stage, which is the massage. And that was more of the traditional type of massage. Nothing too crazy out of there, but it's enjoyable.
It is. So if you have an hour or two at your leisure and you don't have nothing to do in downtime, I suggest you getting a Moroccan massage.
Definitely.
Feeling refreshed after our massages, we walked deeper into the Medina to explore more shops. Some pathways were narrow, but we eventually found several stores with various colorful products made from authentic leather. Within one of these stores, we found a view to the historical Chouara Tannery. It's one of the oldest in the world and it's the largest one in Fes. Here, you'll see different stages of leather processing and treatment with dyes depending on your viewpoint. Alright, so I'm in a balcony overlooking the tanneries. I'm in a shop called Number 10. This is free to come here. If there's a lot of scammers out there, a lot of tour guides that are gonna try getting you to go to their shop to buy some type of leather or anything, I advise you just to say no, keep walking, and look for Number 10. That's your way. I was in the spirit of deciding to try some of these leather jackets myself.
That brown sheet looks nice in you.
I feel like this white one, it's a lot.
It's new.
I like this.
With some convincing and negotiating, I ended up buying a jacket to take home with me. We then kept venturing throughout other stores within the Medina and found a gentleman making bracelets on the spot, another letting us sample Moroccan argan oil, and some freshly made orange juice on the go. We basically walked the whole Medina up to its official entrance. At night, we were recommended to go to Cafe Clock for dinner for a unique burger. So, if this looks like a normal burger to you guys, it's not. It's a camel burger. And I'm gonna go ahead and try it out to see what it tastes like.
tastes the same as beef. It's pretty good. So if you're in Morocco, go ahead and try this.
The following morning, we woke up early to visit the mosque of Qarawiyyin. So guys, I'm here in the first ever created university, which was by a woman, and it's also a mosque. Now, they told us specific time slots to come here, and unfortunately it's still closed. But if you have the chance while you're in Fes, come check it out. The next city we visited was about 3.5 hours away to Chefchaouen, also known as Morocco's Blue Pearl. We're staying in Chefchaouen for one night. The reason why is because it's a very small town. You could pretty much do everything on the bottom level within 20 minutes, which is all the restaurants and all the blue stairs with wonderful blues. And on the top level of the town is where all the panoramic view is. It's pretty much a little hike to the mountain. Our Airbnb was a blue themed tutu in the center of the city with great balcony view. We immediately chose to wander around different parts of the city and found several picturesque spots. And you'll notice some of the locals will try to offer taking pictures for some monetary tips. We found ourselves at Cafe Terrassa to drink some hot mint tea with another great view. We kept browsing through the stores along the walk and ended up in a hidden gem of a restaurant called Andalus for dinner. Now, if you take the stairs to the top, you'll be able to see the sunset over the city while you eat. I'm always up for places with nice ambience like this one. In the morning, we were served our included breakfast on the rooftop that included eggs, bread with jelly, and some orange juice. We decided to walk other parts of the town we hadn't explored and found several street vendors. One of them even caught Sandra and dressed her up even after she refused them over and over.
SOS.
Our next stop was about 5 hours away to CasaBlanca. The area has a more modern city vibe, which is probably noticeable by the large 3-2 Airbnb we chose to stay at. This is the biggest mosque in Morocco. Unfortunately, you cannot have any cameras inside, but check out this view. Hassan II Mosque was designed by a French architect and has a unique glass floor inside that allows the worshippers to pray while overlooking the Atlantic Ocean below. We didn't get to go inside the mosque itself, but we were able to enter the external premises since they were open to non-Muslims with the purchase of an hour tour. We had breakfast afterwards at an underrated restaurant named Belz. The staff was very attentive and friendly, even when we couldn't communicate French very well. There were various breakfast options to choose from, and they came in large portions at an affordable price. Last but not least, we arrived to Marrakesh almost 3 hours away from our final destination. Of course, we chose to make our last stay at another beautiful riad that had a nearby spice market within the Medina.
What is that one?
Lipstick.
Yes, they showed it to us recently.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty dope.
That's the one that the girl that gave me.
Yeah.
This one is tooth shape, where with this big noodle.
Oh.
And inside we have the fennel seeds. If you have stomachache, that's what we have. As if what?
Give your hand, madam, please. Is green.
Yeah.
Of the camera. Green. Change in your hand rose.
Oh, wow.
You see?
Yeah.
We then walked over to the Bahia Palace. Alright, so we're in the Bahia Palace. Now, we came by ourselves, we didn't get a tour guide because we want our own time to explore the courtyard, the garden inside the palace. Now, everything historically known about this place is written on the walls. If you like history, you could do that, or you get that tour guide. So if you are in the Medina, come take a visit. The entrance fee was 100 Moroccan dirhams, or about $11 per person. It can get busy with long lines, so it may be a good idea to visit in the afternoon when the crowds die down. The palace had several courtyards and a garden, which was under construction, as well as a uniquely detailed ceilings. We later walked to Koutoubia Mosque, that's surrounded by lush gardens. Non-Muslims aren't allowed to go inside, but the outside scenery was relaxing. And we hydrated with some authentic sugarcane juice.
I've never had sugarcane or the juice before, but it tastes like a naturally sweet juice. It's really good. It tastes very refreshing. I'd have it again.
As we kept exploring the town center, we decided to try a different way to get around.
So if you're feeling lazy and you've done a lot of walking, you could go ahead and get on one of these carriages that take you from place to place. Now you could also do a tour with them, but it's up to you at the end.
We stopped by UNESCO World Heritage Site of Madrasa Ben Youssef. It was created in the 1500s as one of the largest Islamic schools in that time, but now is recognized as an important historical building of the Moroccan architecture. If you'd like to see it yourself, the entrance fee is only 50 dirhams, so about $5. If you're looking to explore historical and unique architecture with tasty food, then Morocco is worth traveling to. Nothing really beats fresh food and rich culture. Let me know your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe and like for more. Jump in with me next time in Jump In Travels.